What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. Coming up, where is Nigerian President? Freedom. Also, there is an update on that Nigerian pastor that was arrested in South Africa 8 years ago for sexual harassment. Remember? Meanwhile, Congo, the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, is now offering America free access to its natural resources if America can help them get some peace. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you how you can get this kind of ring for your madam or to get it for yourself, my sister. First of all, Egbono Salaji today. Is Salaji back from France? Because he said that he was going on a 2-week work vacation. 2 weeks, no? Well, he left on the 2nd of April. Today is the 19th, no? So it's been 2 weeks and 3 days. When is he coming back? Things are happening back home. People are getting killed left and right. Insecurity keeps getting worse. And he said that he can do the job. So why is he now always in France? 2 weeks work vacation. And by the way, what work has he been doing since he left? How are we supposed to even know that he's been working since he went to France? Because sending condolence messages to Plateau is not work. Then also appointing an acting INEC chairman is also not work. That one is still baffling me, by the way, because we have an INEC chairman now. Why do we also need an acting chairman? Just because you sent the chairman to the Gambia. The president left for 2 weeks. No, so they did not even give us an acting president in his absence. He didn't even hand over to the vice president. But they have acting INEC chairman. I hope the man is coming back. Now, whatever it is that you are enjoying in France, Alaji, even though you are telling us that it is not medical care that you are enjoying, whatever it is, why can't you just replicate it in your own country? I mean, as the president, you have the power, the resources, the manpower to make it happen. We produce some of the best doctors in the world. Benny, why not build good hospitals in your country so that they can now treat you in your own country? You may think that I'm joking, but guys, what if he has an emergency that cannot wait for a 5-hour flight? That is what killed the president of Togo now. The man had a heart attack and they were trying to fly him to Europe. Can you imagine? Of course, he died on the plane. We are not saying that Alaji will die, no. But it is not wise for you not to have provisions for medical care in your own country. You did not tell us exactly what is hailing you. Because without you telling us, how can we even pray for you? Now, they released a statement that the president has now left France. He's now in London. Did we approve him going to London? I'm just kidding. But France, you told us that you were going to France. Anyways, I just hope that his health is okay. Maybe he's just there visiting. I don't know. Let the man come home. His wife is a pastor. She can pray. If everything else fails, call the affairs in Ilorin. They will pray for you. Are you not ashamed? Because we were ashamed on your behalf. In fact, I'm looking forward to the day that the people of France, people from all over Europe will be rushing to Nigeria for medical treatment. They will be going to our general hospitals in Ijebu-Ode, in Zaria, in Okesuno, including our president, President Macron. Yes, it is possible for them to be coming to Nigeria for treatment if we can get our acts together. And our hospitals are well equipped. Don't you wish that our country will be that great, that world leaders will be coming, they will all be catching flights to Nigeria? Europe colonized us, and they are still fixing our president. Let the man come home. In the meantime, move closer. What is the update from Uncle Tinubu? Did he deliver our message? Uncle Eedris Abdulkareem composed a song for him. Did you hear? He composed a song for the president's son. He said, tell your papa things are hard. Tell your papa people are dying. Tell your papa hunger day. Hey, have you heard the song? I can't play it because of copyright, But I will put the link so that you guys can listen to it. It's a very dancey something. Can you believe that they banned the song in Nigeria? The Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. They said the song is inappropriate. I said, how? He did not abuse Sheyi Tinubu, did he? He did not abuse Alaji. As he just said Sheyi should tell daddy in case daddy is not hearing our crap. Then they know everything in the song is true, by the way, but that is their own way of trying to tell us to suffer in silence, trying to silence us in our suffering. Don't worry, it's available on YouTube for free. Just search for Tell Your Papa. Now moving on to South Africa, guys. Do you remember Pastor Timothy Omotoso, who was arrested 8 years ago for allegedly assaulting some girls in his church, sexually assaulting them?
Omotoso and the Jesus Dominion International Church came under scrutiny after a news feature on the SABC Current Affairs program Special Assignment contained claims of sexual abuse from several women at the hands of Omotoso under the pretext of healing some of his alleged victims as young as 14 years old.
This man had a big church with several branches in South Africa and a number of other countries. His church members were protesting at the time when he was arrested. If you remember, they had invited him, by the way, for questioning. He didn't show up. He kept evading arrest, according to the security forces.
The pastor also allegedly evaded arrest by the Hawks several times.
So he was finally arrested at Port Elizabeth Airport. And according to the security forces, the Hawks, they said that he was hiding in the restroom of the airport when they arrested him.
He tried to avoid his arrest at the Port Elizabeth Airport by first lying about his arrival time and then hiding in a toilet, when he was found by the Hawks and armed members of the South African Police Services.
Again, it was a big story at the time. Besides the sexual harassment allegations, they said that his work permit was illegal and that he had an insider amongst the Hawks, the security forces that arrested him.
The court heard detailed affidavits of victims and that the pastor was in possession of fraudulent travel documents. The court also heard that an illegal work permit was obtained for the pastor by a member of his church who was working at the Department of Home Affairs, and that a senior official within the Hawks were in cahoots with the prophet to get him out of the country.
Now, since then, his case had been in court. He was charged with human trafficking, rape, racketeering. I mean, first of all, the case shouldn't have dragged on for so long. 8 years, guys. A lot of people have even forgotten about the case. Something is not right somewhere if it would take 8 years to decide whether or not somebody is guilty. And the man was in prison the entire time. Some people are saying, what if he's innocent and he's in prison the whole time? Now, guess what? On April 2nd, he was declared not guilty and acquitted of all charges. The judge presiding over the case said that the Pastor Omotoso had been found not guilty because prosecutors had mishandled the case.
The accused are found not guilty and are discharged on all the charges. The court will adjourn.
All right.
So April 2nd was a day of celebration for Omotoso and his supporters, but not everybody was happy about the judgment, especially because a month before the judgment, one of the leading voices in the case, an activist, a whistleblower who had helped some of the girls to speak up, her name is Pamela Mabini, was gunned down outside her home.
Community activist and whistleblower Pamela Mabini was shot dead this morning in the driveway of her home. Mabini was a regular attendance at Timothy Omotoso's trial. She played a pivotal role in supporting witnesses in the rape and trafficking case against him.
So that raised questions about the safety of whistleblowers.
Right, the recent murder of a whistleblower in the Timothy Omotoso rape case has highlighted the dangers for those who speak out against any mounting problem. Community activist and whistleblower Pamela Mabini was shot dead in the driveway of her home.
Victims are also saying that they no longer feel safe to speak up.
We took it upon ourselves to go through a humiliating process, to have our dignity stripped from us in public. Our lives have never been the same after coming out about this. And one has to wonder, so this is what the last 8 years of our lives has come down to.
And 8 years later, he was found
not guilty, he was acquitted. So what does that say to us, victims who were abused within the church?
So it's been a mixed reaction. Some people are saying that maybe the man was innocent the whole time, yet they kept him in prison for 8 years. But others are pointing to the testimonies of the victims in court, which is still online, by the way. You guys can watch the testimonies of the victims, especially that of Cheryl Zondi, who was grilled extensively as she was cross-examined by Omotoso's lawyer. You guys can watch all that on YouTube. Let me know what you guys think about this case. Do you think that the man of God was innocent all along and he was just unjustly put in prison for 8 years? Or do you think that the victims did not get justice in this case? Now, according to a South African media and outlet, News 24, the man of God will be deported to Nigeria. So let me know what you guys think about that. Meanwhile, in the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, remember we talked about how the M23 rebels have invaded Congo, killing more than 8,000 people between January and March of this year. It was also alleged that the rebels are being supported and even trained by Rwandan forces. Although the president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, said that he doesn't know whether or not his soldiers are in the DRC.
So let me ask this directly, Mr. President. Today, on the 3rd of February, does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC?
I don't know.
You're the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, there are many things I don't know.
Wow. Well, guess what? The president of Congo has now turned to America to help them get some kind of stability. And in exchange, they are offering America free access to their natural resources.
Offering minerals in exchange for security. American companies could receive exclusive rights to critical minerals in the DRC, offering in return military assistance for the Central African country to end a decades-long insurgency.
DRC's President Felix Tshisekedi has turned to the U.S. for help, offering access to his country's rare earth minerals in exchange.
What do you guys think about that? Is that a smart move? If not, what do you suggest is the solution? The funny thing is, the US also backs Rwanda. So I don't know how they are trying to play this. Even the DRC knows that America supports Rwanda.
Directement les États-Unis, parce que ce sont les multinationales qui sont derrière le Rwanda et qui fabriquent les groupes armés pour terroriser l'Est de la RDC. Mais le Congo, les Congolais n'aiment pas la paix d'esclaves. Nous voulons la paix, mais ce n'est pas la paix d'esclaves.
So do you think that the US's loyalty would now shift to the DRC now that they will have direct access to the natural resources?
For the U.S., it's a chance to gain access to DRC's vast critical mineral deposits, but also a means to curb China's influence in the region.
Today, DRC produces about 70% of the cobalt of the world.
I mean, it's been said that the DRC has the largest reserve of natural resources, minerals. Now, part of the deal, and also to get the US to agree to the offer, Congo has released the 3 Americans who were involved in a failed coup attempt in the DRC in May of last year. They had tried to carry out a coup in the DRC, and they had actually been sentenced to death in Congo, but now they've been released to the US to continue their sentence in America.
The pardon and repatriation came amid efforts by Congolese authorities to sign a minerals deal with the US in exchange for security support in the fight against rebels in eastern DRC.
Do you think that the US will deliver what Congo wants, which is peace? At what point would Congo be able to use its resources to develop itself? Also, do you think that there will now be a special visa for the people of Congo now that America will have access to their resources? I'm just kidding. But really, I actually think this is sad.
You know, they released jails, Georgia, from all over the world, and released them, not just South America, all over the world, the Congo and Africa. Many people come from the Congo. I don't know what that is, but they came from the Congo. And all over the world they came in, opened their jails. Venezuela, practically all of their prisoners released into our country.
You know, the reason for all the unrest, all the fight in the DRC has always been the natural resources. It's like a blessing or also a curse. I mean, Congo has been exploited for decades. probably more than 100 years even during colonization. Congo has been exploited, man, and her people have been killed, and now they are willingly giving away the natural resources. Let me know what you guys think about that. The interesting thing is, I've been looking at comments online. Some Congolese people are happy about it. Some of them are like, this is a big mistake. I'd like to hear from the people of the DRC. What do you think about what your government is trying to do? And if you're not from DRC, weigh in on this matter. Before I leave, happy birthday to one of the viewers of this show, Oshe, all the way in Pennsylvania. This man is a doctor. He's also a deacon. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me wish Uncle Olusegun Oyewole happy 51st birthday, Oshe. You look good, by the way. What do you eat? The man did not know that we are doing this, so he's really surprised right now. Shout out to his wife, Auntie Fayehun. She was the one that asked us to give him a shout out with the support of their children, by the way, David, Daniel, and Debbie. Your wife wants us to tell you that you are a good man, a good father, a good husband, a role model, a mentor, and a child of God to the core. As in, he's a child of God to the core, That's exactly how she puts it, by the way. She also said that you are a very hardworking man, and she added that may God continue to bless you as you continue to be relevant and work tirelessly in God's vineyard. Happy birthday, my father. Don't forget to send your love rice, so Jare. Now, for those of you that have been looking at my finger, wondering, Adeola got an upgrade? Yes, Benny. Courtesy of Ice and Gold. Oh, shit. They sent me this really nice. They sent me this really nice ring. Woo, father. I don't know if camera will do justice. It is very nice. It's on their website right now. If you are trying to propose to your girlfriend and you don't want to break the bank, this will work. It is only $5.99. And by the way, after using my promo code Adeola, they will give you 10% discount. So you'll be paying like $540 for ring. And this ring can also serve as wedding band. It's like 3-in-1 as far as I'm concerned. You can get this for your madam if she wants more during the wedding. She can get extra wedding band. This will save you thousands of dollars if you are just starting out. If you cannot afford the $5,000 ring yet, get the $500 ring, my sister and my brother. You will be alright. Nobody will know. This one will pass diamond test, by the way. This is moissanite diamond. It is 18 karat white gold plated, and the stone on it, the big stone, it is very big, by the way. It's 10 karat round cut white gold diamond ring. Of course, they have other rings on their website, wedding rings, wedding bands and designer rings, and the 10% discount with my name applies to every product on their website. And by the way, if you have an expensive ring like $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 ring, you should also get something like this, especially for when you travel. Like if you're traveling outside of your country, you really don't want to take the expensive ring with you just in case you lose it. I know some people that have lost their rings and they're like, oh, by the way, if you're one of those people that have lost your expensive rings and you don't want to be asking your husband for another ring because you lost the expensive one, you can get this one. Nobody will know that you paid $550, actually $540. The only thing is, this is not waterproof. Not that you can't put it in water, but don't put it on when you're about to do dishes, just so that it could last longer. As it is, with proper maintenance, you'll be able to use this for like 3 to 5 years. So that is plenty of time, and nobody will know how much you paid for it. So Ice and Gold is based in Atlanta, and don't forget to use my promo code Adeola for you to get the 10% discount. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. We got to 800,000 and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what just happened? Now I'm like scared. Like 800,000 people are watching me. Like, what? Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. I love you. Alright, y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Peace out.